Hi everyone, don't care if you can see me, this is not the point of the video. If you can't see me, this video is just for your listening ears only. You can watching while you're doing other things. And I'm sorry if I talk so fast, but I want to get this video out in 15 minutes or less. What I'm going to tell you is, bear with me, this is about what I think of Big Brother so far this year, something new I decided to do this year, and to give you my thoughts on each one of the house guests who what I think about each one of them from watching from After Dark and the live feeds and stuff like that. And just bear with me on my Surviving Big Brother reality show Facebook. Facebook keeps changing group pages on how you add photos and stuff to folders. In the past, they made it so if you need to upload them in order, because if you try to change them after upload, it will mess up the whole order. Now they're doing something, I'd rather them do that than do it the other way, because now I gotta do 2 pictures at a time, which is kind of annoying when you have like 50 or 100 pictures to upload. And I usually do it after each week, which I might have to start doing after each day. But then I get busy and I do other things. I play Sims, I do all these other games, I talk to my friends, I work on other things, I scan stuff on top of that and don't have time. But maybe during After Dark or something I can make time. I don't know. But what I can tell you is that right now you can upload so many, and then it like puts the first picture that you uploaded at the bottom instead of the top, and then you have to take all the ones from the top, put them down to the bottom so you can have your title card the way you want it, and it's just really effing fucking annoying. But on a group page, after you add 400 pictures, then it starts moving. You put one down to the bottom and it'll start putting one at the top and say, no, there's no room down there. And it's so fucking annoying. I can't stand it. I'm trying to do live feeds and group live feeds / After Dark photos for you guys, and it's just it's gonna take forever, because after 400 pictures you can only do 2 pictures at a time. But anyways, with that said and done, let's get on with the show. What do I think of Whacktivity? The new twist. I love it. Whacktivity is awesome. I think it's cool that the first Power, the Nightmare one, was change the nominees in the middle of the night. Now the whole veto thing, that's stupid. I think, in my opinion, they're like, if you don't like the players that are being played during the veto picking, then you can change, you have to stand up right then and there and say you want to change it. Why do you gotta out yourself out? Second of all, why would you want to change them? I don't get it. And then God knows what the third one's gonna be. Probably, they said the third one's probably gonna be something that they've done in the past that they're bringing back. We'll just have to wait until Sunday to find that out. But if you guys want to comment down below and give your ideas what you think it is or what it should be, that'd be cool. And they're so paranoid in that house. It gets on my nerves every year when they're so paranoid. They're like, oh, I bet you Cliff is America's favorite player. Really? Do you really have that dumb of a brain to think that we'd pick an old guy for America's favorite player? When, if you watch that one season when we picked Eric, he was not old, and we picked that other guy another year, and he's not old. Really. But I like David. David's my favorite so far, and I hope he gets back in with, yes, battle back. Stop on Twitter with this whole bullshit about, well, I hope that when there's 4 people left, they let us, America, vote for who we want back in the House. Were you not listening to Julie Chan the first night when she said that David and Ovi were going to come back into the House? They have to be camp comebacks until, that's why there's no have-nots this year, because they're staying in a crappy bedroom or whatever. What I was saying is that, were you guys not watching when when Julie Chan said that when there's 4 people in camp comeback, that they have to battle back to get into the House and only one can get back in? They're not going to do a fan vote. They're not going to have fans vote for somebody to come back. Sorry, they're not going to ever bring that back. That was way back in Big Brother 1. So get that out of your thick skulls. Get that out of your thick heads, people on Twitter. They're not going to do it. They are not going to bring back where we vote for somebody to get back in the House, because Chicken George's wife ruined it. Anyways, so I like David, and I want him to come back. And the reason why I like David is because he's smart in the brain. He's one of the smartest people. He knows what's going on in that house. He knows who the people are and how he can use that against us. He knows who the groups are. He knows what's going on, unlike Nicole and Jessica and Cammie and Bella. They have no idea what the fuck's going on. Cliff, now, he knows what the fuck's going on. And he's screwing himself up, thinking that he's the first one to get up in the mornings and he can go into the boat room and tell America his strategy and what he thinks of people and who he thinks are working together and who he wants out and stuff. But he needs to realize he needs to keep his goddamn voice down because people can hear him. He already got caught by Jackson and Christy, but with Jackson, at least he said good things about Jackson for Jackson to, I think, trust him. But the thing is, they want to vote him out next. And the thing is, I'm not going to call Jackson his other name. I'm calling him Jackson. So get over it, Jax. You're not the only Jack in the house. And yes, at first I was liking Jack, but then Jack got on my nerves. And all of this, I'm tired of hearing about on Twitter about all these people going, so-and-so's having sex with so-and-so, and they're talking about so-and-so, and here's them kissing, and no, I don't give a shit. All I care about is them talking game. And Bella, she's a bad person to have around, but she's also a good person to have around. Now, if you're working with her, she's a bad person to have around because she can't keep her mouth shut for 2 seconds. She has to go and blab to Nick and everybody else every little thing that she just heard and what's going on. She can't keep her mouth closed. But it can work in Nick's favor and others' favor who are not working with her. They can get information about the other side from her. Because she could pretend to be working with her even though they know not to tell her shit because they know that she's blabbing. And it just works in their favor because she can just tell them everything that they're saying. But it can also hurt them. Now, Kimmy, I'm glad, Kimmy, how do you say her name? Kimmy. I'm glad she's gone. She was just high and mighty, always kept thinking about herself, thinking she's Miss Know-It-All and knows everything in the house. And no, Jessica needs to go too. Not because she's a fat girl, and I can say that coming from a fat girl because I'm fat too, but there's just certain things she needs to learn what not to wear in the house. Does she understand that when she wears things and shows off her fat the way that she does, that she's not going to get criticized and made fun of on Twitter? Did you not see other Big Brothers where that happened to people? And they didn't get body shamed, but they got shamed other ways. I'm surprised Evil Dick hasn't said anything about that on Twitter, knowing he says mean things all the time about people. And yeah, it's kind of annoying when Sam goes into the dining room screaming and everything. But stop with the whole thing on Twitter about, oh, when Sam needs to shut the fuck up, and when Sam is in the dining room, this is what I do. I mute him. Not funny. And I doubt you mute him, because then you're not going to get the whole situation, what's going on. Dum-dum. So, don't lie. And then all you Big Brother fans out there yesterday got pissed off when there was no Twitter. When Twitter was down. And it made Instagram popular for the day. Just like when Instagram was down and Twitter got popular. Everyone was pissed off when Twitter came back. They're like, really? Again? Why does Twitter have to be down? You know we're trying to do Big Brother stuff. That's why you have other social media that you post on. When Twitter is down, don't post on Twitter. Post on your Facebook group page like I do. I had a life. I didn't bitch about it. Christy, she gets on my nerves because she thinks she's the princess queen of the house with Jack and thinks that she can just run the house like Jack. And just when she finds little information, she thinks she can run to her queen bee, which is Jack and Jackson and all them, and go, oh my god, oh my god, Chris is right now, blah, 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 and it's like, girl, chillax, you were HOH once, move on. Holly, who's Holly? We hardly ever see her, or they talk about her. And Sis, I'm calling her Sis because I can't remember her first name, I can't remember how to pronounce it, Annalisa, whatever it is. Girl, I don't know. I think she'll go far in this game. She seems like a player that's gonna dominate sooner or later before we know it. Nicole, y'all on Twitter going, Nicole needs to and has to win this HOH, blah, blah, blah. No. No, 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 no. Why would Nicole win HOH when she knows nothing that's going on? And she's going to send people home that's going to help her in the game. Doesn't make sense. And the first fight of the season is with Bella and Cammy. When she was like, I had your back, I was your friend. How could you do me like that on live TV? I mean, it wouldn't have been a first fight, technically, if they didn't have the Big Brother comeback, the camp comeback. If they didn't have that, and she was voted out and walked out the door, there wouldn't have been no fights. But, technically, it's the first fight, even though they have that. And I don't know why they would give Cammy a skirt to wear. Like, that's so uncomfortable, especially to sleep in. But yeah, I may have not talked about every house guest in the house, but I'm rooting for David to get back in that house and win. But I'm also rooting for Cliff to stay in the house and realize that the people he's working with, called the Zings, are bad news, and to move away from them. Because I don't see Ovi coming back or Cammy. They don't seem like they're athletic, good people. Nick, who's now HOH for week 3, I don't know how I feel about him, to be honest. I really don't know if I like him or if I don't. I won't know until after I see what he does with HOH, I guess. Because I don't really see him doing much of anything, to be honest. And I barely see people talk to him, on, like the show ever talk to him and stuff like that. So we'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, I'm going to talk to you guys later. I might have to do some editing. Anyways, later haters.